Yo, Noble, what's up? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Awesome. What's going on, bro? What are you doing? What do you think of the new releases? The Gauntless. What's up, Shafiq? What's going on, man? Oh, awesome, bro! Every time I try to stream, it's I have to learn again. It's ridiculous how fucking difficult this shit is for no reason. What do you guys think of the new gauntlets? Are you gonna be getting anyone? Yeah, it is. I don't know why it's so complicated. I mean, it's not. It's just I don't know how to do it, and I get lost every time I do it. Not getting neither. Yeah. Too many figures coming. Too many figures coming to be wasting money. They're cool though. They're really cool. But I have a question for you guys. These gauntlet, not this one. Is it this one? What do you guys think this gauntlet is from? Better wait for next releases. What do you mean next releases? Like next gauntlet releases or just figures in general? I think that's what you mean. Other figures, of course. And for some reason, at this point, they're not they're not up for pre-order yet. Oh, totally. Rescue armor. Yeah, there's so many figures, bro. So many good figures. It's ridiculous. I'm glad. I'm glad that we're not getting more Marvel movies in a long time. Actually, we're getting another one next year. Damn it. Let's just hope that is Black Widow, and there are not gonna be many figures coming out of that. And if they are, they're figures that I would not be interested in because this is getting ridiculous. The amount of figures I want, really, really ridiculous. Like this guy. Look at this guy. Amazing. Did you know the bulky war machine is called Iron Patriot because the color scheme? Iron Patriot? Isn't that what the other one is called? Like the Iron Patriot from Iron Man 3? Because I have that figure. You see any pictures of the rescue ammo? Yo! Rob Swallow always has the last news. I haven't seen him, man. Where are they? Where can we get to those? Like images from Facebook. Say what? I cannot create an incognito render. What the hell? They already put it on display. Oh, for real? That is awesome. Check the Facebook groups. I'm not into Facebook. Like, which groups? Like, who? Who should I check for? They put it on display where? Like on Secret Base? Justin Collectors Group. No, you don't like it? How come? Yeah, yeah, I know Justin is awesome. I follow him on YouTube, or I'm subscribed to him, whatever the hell that is called. Yo, that dude has one of the biggest Hot Toys collection ever, man. Love his collection. I love the new setup that he has with the new shelves. Yo, really, really good. I always thought about that because I like details. They're not bad, but I always wanted to have them like in a straight line, like all of my figures, like I had on the top of the details. If you guys have seen my collection video, sure you have. Like they're all fighting each other, they're all mixed together. You know, like one of those double pages on a comic book. That's what I really like. You can barely do that on a detail; it's just too small. So a straight cabinet, like the ones that he has, that would be yes. That's exactly the point where I was gonna go right now. So freaking expensive, bro. Yo, that is ridiculously expensive. No way. It's way too much money. As soon as he provided a link, I'm like, damn, let me check it out. Holy shit, that shit was way, way too expensive. So yeah, thank you very much. I'm gonna be keeping my details. They're far more affordable. I'm gonna have to join this collector group. See if I'm in the loop because I am completely outside. I'm gonna wait for the unit print to be announced because it's gonna be expensive. Yeah, I think so as well. It's gonna be really expensive, and I'm as of right now for what I've seen in the movie, I'm 50-50 on that Iron Patriot. It's gonna be, I think it was called World Destroyer, and then well, like people speculating. There's no official name for it that I know of. Like I don't know. I think there's some Lego sets that they release some Lego sets, and that's how they called it on the Lego sets. So that's what people were doing. So yeah, but the whole gray body, upper body with the head, and then the color scheme for the hands. I don't know. I cannot wait to see how it looks on the figure because I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Maybe it's gonna like a hot rod. You know, hot rod. Oh yeah, 20 Star Help Skull is a reuse for of Mark 46. Right? Yeah, yeah, it is. It totally is. I don't have a Mark 46 since I'm collecting Hot Toys back then. Don't collect. Yeah. Yeah, it's a reuse from the Mark 46. Still don't know where War Machine got that new armor at the end. Right? Right? Because he got crushed by the building and then he's like canopy, 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 and then it exit the Mark 6, but then the other one just came out of nowhere. So yeah, I guess they had more spares inside the base itself, but you know, like you said, how the hell he got it? Like I don't know. It flew to him. I don't know. They could do anything. They were under the rubble, but yeah, there's a bunch of stuff without answer on these movies. They're fun though. Just join. Do you get in this? No, I will not be getting this, but it's super cool though. My first Iron Man is the Mark 6. That is a beautiful suit. That is a beautiful suit. I really, really like that suit. That was one of my favorite suits back in the day. Really, really cool. With the triangular R reactor and all that. Amazing suit. Really, really like it. It made it into 2 movies, so they did not. They did. They did no justice with War Machine in the last fight. Yeah, man. I know there's just too many people, way, way, way too many people on that last fight scene. Hulk didn't get his revenge either. Doctor Strange didn't do jack shit either. He was just holding that, um, the dam that it was. I don't know if it was a dam or not, but whatever. It was just holding the water that it was coming, and he didn't do anything. So and that sucks because he is definitely one of my favorite ones, and he's just a badass. But hey. He got a lot of screen time on Infinity War, so yeah, I'll give him that. But Hulk didn't get screen time either on Infinity War, and he didn't punch anything on this one. So yeah, they screwed him as well as the War Machine. I was really hoping that they would do like I forgot how it's called right now. The really huge cannon that he has on his shoulder. I don't know if you guys have seen that like on video games or if you read the comics. I forgot how it's called right now. That is really, really old school. But I was really so hoping that that would be the case. There was some speculation that something that was in the background of the of one of the shots that you see from production, but it never happened. So yeah, it's just way too many people on one screen, and just trying to give him a little bit for a screen time for everybody. But they tried their best. They did a pretty damn good job just to get everybody and trying to have everybody to shine just a little bit. But it's way, way, way too many people. Way too many. I am super happy that we have these movies. Like Infinity War was beautiful, and this one was amazing. But I really wanna see, and I was blown away by the amount of people that you get on they were able to get on the screen, and give them a little time for everybody. But and I know this is gonna be the case, but next movies I want to see like it's a little bit less, so everyone, absolutely everyone, like Civil War. On Civil War, everyone had a time to shine, and everybody kicked ass, and everybody had a scene with everybody, and it was just amazing. That when it gets much more than that, apparently, it's obviously it's just no time to get everybody to shine. So yeah. So yeah, you should join Justice Group. There is a clear image of the Iron Patriot from the movie. Oh, for real? Damn, I should definitely join. I will most definitely join. Problem is that I don't use Facebook ever. I think Instagram is a little bit easier to use. I kind of hate the way that you cannot flip from one picture to the next. You have to like exit and go back in, but it is what it is. But I am going to certainly check out that Facebook group. What do you want Hot Toys to make that hasn't been announced from Endgame? Well, you guys are telling me the Valkyrie is out there, and I knew she was gonna. I spoiled it. Valkyrie. I want Valkyrie. I want Rescue, and I want Valkyrie. Those are the two that has not been announced that I want. But if Rescue is already out there, it's just gonna get done. Not that I had any doubts that she was gonna get done. She was gonna get done, no matter what. So I was certainly that. Just an Iron Man, basically. Just a female Iron Man. So just definitely was gonna get done no matter what. But Valkyrie, I really want a Valkyrie, and I want this Valkyrie with the blue cape and the silver white outfit. That is the Valkyrie that I want, and I cannot wait to get that Valkyrie. It'll be super, super awesome. And I also want a 1/6 scale Pegasus. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Are we getting a 1/6 scale Pegasus from Hot Toys? I like Infinity War better. Same here. I did like Infinity War better. It was just Infinity War is just non-stop from the beginning to the end. This movie is just completely non-stop. It's just action pack, sequence after sequence, and everything is consolidated. And you see the progress throughout the movie. How Thanos goes getting gem after gem. I can watch that movie. I don't know how many times I've watched it, and I could keep watching it because it's just so damn entertaining from top to bottom. Top to bottom, this movie is entertaining. On Endgame is amazing in many, many ways. It's wrapping all the movies, but it was a little slow at the beginning. And when I'm talking about the beginning, I'm talking about like the first 2 hours of the movie, which is like a movie on its own, right? So it was a little bit slow for me at some points. It was cool. I was blown away by everything that was happening, but it's not on the level of Infinity War. Infinity War is truly truly magnificent. I really liked it. So yeah, I agree with you. Infinity War was better in my opinion as well. War Machine Infinity War is the best design for me. You know what? I've been looking back to that design, and I think I'm gonna get it. I was holding to see how he was going to look on this movie, and now that I did, I think that yeah, totally, totally the best design that we have gotten so far, and that we're probably gonna get in a long, long time. So he is expensive as hell, but if you guys can make it, I suggest you. If you like it, I mean, you might like the Mark Six or the big bulky Iron Patriot War Destroyer, whatever they're gonna call it, that is coming our way. But yeah, I've been looking a lot lately. Like like when you start looking at it without pre-ordering it, you just look at it and look at it. I've been doing that a lot with the Mark machine, the War Machine Mark IV. Uh, by the way, the Mark Six, these people can't make their damn minds on the movie. Like for example, when Hulk is gonna do the snap, right, to bring everybody back, he has just the faceplate is lifted, right, like the old suits. Just the faceplate is lifted, like the figure that we're gonna have, right? Just the faceplate, awesome. But when he's in Morak with Nebula, trying to get the stone from Quill, trying to stop Quill to get the stone so they can get it. He's the helmet is completely removed. Like on the modern suits, like it's supposed to be, like the one that he has on the Mark IV. That he completely removes the entire helmet, and not just the faceplate. So I think obviously it's the technology. They can do whatever they want, and they can do both. But I was like, come on, which one is it? Like, is it that one or that one? And yeah, we totally freaking need a head sculpt for this guy. Come on, Totovis, what are you doing? Just give us a head sculpt already. I mean, I'm not gonna be using it that often, but I just want to have it on a box. And I want that head in the box so I can put it in a storage. But I want it. I'm paying for it. God damn it. So yeah, maybe War Machine gets its own show on the Disney streaming service. That would be really cool. That would be really cool if we get. There's tons of possibility now, and since all actors are, you know, either running out of their contracts or they don't want to do it anymore, then I don't know. Maybe they're there, and hopefully Disney is gonna put money towards those shows. Because if we're talking War Machine, we're talking about some serious CGI behind that. There's no Daredevil. There's super easy to pull off. War Machine's big time CGI, and that is very, very costly. So yeah, but hey, we'll see. There's big money behind Game of Thrones and tons of CGI there, so they could do it if they want to. He doesn't have to be in this suit 24/7. It can just be a regular agent. But yeah, I think Don Cheadle's a little bit old now, so he might be passing the baton to somebody else since Tony is now dead. So yeah, but we'll see. We're gonna get we are going to get all of them in the suits. Is that a statement or a question? It doesn't have a question mark at the end, so I would say it's a statement. Are we? Are we getting Rocket Raccoon on that suit? Are we getting the Hulk on that suit? Are we getting the Mark 6 on that suit? Are we getting yet another Gamora? I always confuse Gamora with them. Are we getting another Nebula in that suit with Black Widow? I don't know. Let's see about that. Stealth Strike suit remastered is a must for me. Stealth Strike suit remastered is a must for me. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, totally. That suit is great. You think they're gonna make it though? They're gonna redo the Stealth Strike. They're milking the shit out of this movie. So yeah, there's a big chance that we're gonna be getting that suit once again. Really, really cool. It barely had any screen time though, but that never stopped Hot Toys before, so they might do it again. Still one Fat Thor, and you are gonna be getting Fat Thor. That is for sure. No doubts there. They should just include Chris Evans, Paul Rudd, and Jeremy Renner Haskell with the team soon. Yeah, right. And miss every opportunity they have to sell you another figure. No way, Jose. They're not gonna do that. But you can do it yourself. You can do it yourself. I was talking about this. If you get this suit, you already have all of those. Hell, out there say you even have Thor. Is it gonna be accurate? No. But still, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind having a Thor in a suit like this. The problem is, who the hell is gonna spend $1,000 just to get four, four of these figures just to army build them in this suit? You know who? Justin. Justin is gonna Justin is gonna spend $1,000 just to get four of these figures and more. It's gonna get more. So yeah, so good for him. So, and I cannot wait to see that team put together because I don't think that nobody else can do it. If somebody can do it, it's him, and he's most certainly probably going to do it. And I cannot wait to how that is going to look on his collection. It's gonna be look awesome. But even though if you like this suit, you're gonna get one. Like I don't see many people getting, like team building this, like getting 5. These are not Marvel Legends. These are really, really expensive. And it's not like we're on downtime. We're on high time. We just had 2 big movies back to back. And we still have, Captain Marvel with her release. And then we have Spider-Man Far From Home. And it's crazy. We have a bunch of figures coming our way. So imagine... or team building these people. We're just too much money, way too much money to do so. I think I thought they were gonna release Steve, and that would have made more sense when it comes to storytelling. But to them, obviously, makes sense to do freaking Tony Stark, which sells a lot more, and they're like, hey, we have to go with Tony. It would sell, but you can see they're teasing here that you can obviously do it. Collectors have been doing this for a long time, and they know they like to do stuff like that. So yeah, if you can get one. I think it'll be really cool if they release Steve. They should totally do it. But let's say they don't. Let's say then hypothetically they don't do it. Why wouldn't do it? First of all, they would do it. It's so simple. The only thing they need to change is the helmet. Everything else, just the body, is gonna be the exact same. They give us Mjolnir, which they already have. So just you have to redo it again. And the briefcase, it's just a briefcase, simple to do. And that would have been the one that I would want to get if I had the money to spare. That would be really, really cool figure to have. But Tony's not doing it for me because he was just another guy on the team. There was no particular scene with him on that suit. But this Steve Rogers going back in time to return the stones and to return Mjolnir, that is a more that is a more powerful scene for me to buy this suit. So I'm gonna be waiting for that. Obviously, I'm drowning. I'm drowning on all the figures that I want to get. So it's probably gonna be a pass for me still. But if I get one, it'll be Steve Rogers with Mjolnir and the briefcase. And if it never gets done, I could totally get one of these, get a Steve Rogers Hepco, put it there, give it a Mjolnir, which I already have two, or you can get it easily on eBay and just get a briefcase. It'll be really cool if you can get the briefcase from the Nick Fury from Avengers. Just I know it's not the exact same briefcase, but it will do the part. So that would be really cool to have him like that. But Tony, for me, is not doing it really. Another thing, why the hell are they including the Mark 50 broken helmet on this figure? Really? Really? This is the figure that you're going to be including the Mark 50 broken helmet. You just, not cool, Hot Toys. You just, dragging people towards this figure. This should have been included on the regular, on the 85. They should have been there, unless you're planning to release just skinny, almost dying Tony Stark, which I don't think you're gonna do. But it doesn't make any sense that you release it with this guy. You're just doing that just to draw people to get this figure, and that is not cool. But anyways, they can do whatever they want, obviously. So yeah. No chance for Pegasus. Oh, that is not cool. Yeah, obviously not. But there are some horses, 1/6 scale horses. They have them in different colors, and if you can get a white horse, it doesn't, obviously it's not gonna have wings, so it's not gonna be 100%. But if you can get her in a white horse, that would be cool enough for me. I like, you guys see in my collection, I have like a bunch of motorcycles everywhere. So a white horse, no wings, I can do the compromise. I'm not super anal about, being screen accurate and all that. So having her and a white horse, it would be good enough for me. That would be really, really cool. I'm gonna, if she gets released, if she gets announced, if she goes up for pre-order, I'm gonna totally work on that. Just give her a white horse to see how that's gonna look. Like Rhodey in the helmet or the whole head. Me, the thing is that we have him on the with the just the visor up, just the faceplate up, so many times so far that I want to see him in a different way. I want to see him with a completely exposed head, as we have him on several movies so far. So yeah, and obviously I want to see the head sculpt redone, even though I don't have a problem with the one inside the helmet. It's still old, like they're doing marvelous work right now. They're doing such an amazing job on this new help school, this new technology. They hire somebody over there, I don't know who it is. They're just doing an amazing job. And the paint job techniques from today, they're not the same from the past. And yeah, it's gonna be, I've seen it from third parties that have done it, and it looks pretty good. And when he walks on the Mark IV, either on Infinity War or Endgame, you see him on the Mark IV, his head is completely exposed. And it looks really cool. It looks like, because, Iron Man's been slimming down his suits, and his very skinny suit, very skin tight. But War Machine is going the opposite way. It's bulking up, really, really bulky. And then when you see his tiny head on this bulky armor, it gives you this sense that it's huge. This armor is just surrounding him. It's pretty big, and I like that look, pretty good. But if he has the helmet, it's just like, it makes him look like a robot and not like a human inside a suit. So, but when the head is completely exposed, you can see his tiny head on this big bulky armor, and I like that look. I like really that look. Even though I will totally 90% of the time go for the helmet because I like that look better. Okay, let's see. How could a regular guy like Hawkeye haul an Infinity Stone when one almost killed all the Guardians of the Galaxy? That was precisely my question. And you see, when this girl on the at the collector's house, the red girl, I forgot her name. She touches it, she dies like instantly, and she blows the entire place off. She blows the place off completely. And then when Thor holds it, I mean Thor, Star-Lord holds it at the end. This guy, I forgot his name right now. Damn it, bro. Ronan. Ronan is like, "How? You're immortal." It's like, you said it yourself, bitch, with the Guardians of the Galaxy. And he's holding the stone, and he can barely hold it. He's almost dying. Like, so everybody has to touch him. So release a little bit of the stone of him. So yeah, when I saw that on Endgame, I'm like, what the hell's going on here? How is he able to hold the stone? That I didn't like that. But then I was thinking of it a little bit, like maybe just trying to justify the movie in a way, like maybe it was just the Power Stone, the one that you couldn't hold, but that doesn't make much sense because at the beginning of Infinity War, Ebony goes in one, is like, "Oh, you have the only one being able to hold two stones," and whatever. But maybe he's talking about the two stones at the same time or something like that. But another thing that it could be is that since Hawkeye made the sacrifice, he owns the stone. It belonged to him, so the stone didn't do anything to him because he was, I don't know, he was worthy. It was his, like he made the sacrifice. There you go. This is the price. Here's your stone. So I haven't heard anything from the directors on how he was able to hold the stone, but yeah, when I saw that on the theater, I was thinking to myself, like, well, how the hell is he holding the stone? That shouldn't be possible. The Iron Patriot armor also shows the whole head. For reals. Is this are you talking about the picture that you guys saw at the Justin group? That would be really cool to see. At the end of the movie. Oh, at the end of the movie. Oh, okay. Yeah, bro. Like, come on. The only scene in these two movies, the only time that you see him is when they are on the lab and Hulk is about to do the snap, and you see Scott Lang put it on his helmet, and then you see his faceplate going down, and Iron Man get his suit and get the shield, and everybody's getting ready for the snap. That is the only time that you see him with the faceplate up. Every other time, he's removing his entire helmet. So yeah, this faceplate thing has to go. It has to go. It's old. We're not using that anymore. For a few movies now, I had to get with the program. So yeah. What do you think the multiverse is now official in the Marvel universe? No one is dead now. Any character could come back. That is the biggest safety net they can do, right? They can just do whatever the hell they want right now. They already have an excuse. They have a multiverse and they have a time machine. Would you look at that? Those are the biggest fail safes that you can do. You can just, which I don't like, because I like there to be stakes, right? I like that you're like, holy shit, how are they gonna get out of this? But every time I think about like, oh my god, Black Widow is dead, I'm like, they could just go back in the time machine and bring her back. That's it. Simple as that. Go back a week and bring her back, and then that's it. That's it. Simple as that. Just the way we have Gamora in our timeline in present day, we can have Black Widow the same way. Simple as that. You can do the same with Iron Man. Just go back a week and bring Iron Man back. It's just, I don't know. But anyways, the multiverse, they can do so much. They can bring the Fantastic Four. They can bring the X-Men. They can bring Deadpool into this universe, which they're planning to do. they're planning to do. Disney already said that they are not gonna get rid of Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool. They're gonna keep him. So can you imagine Deadpool in an Avengers movie or in a team up movie? That's gonna be awesome. He's gonna be super hilarious. I can't. I can't. He hasn't made a joke yet, and I'm already laughing. That's such an amazing character. They're gonna do Cap in still suit with the brand new Help Skull. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. And this brand new Help Skull, it better be on the other Cap as well. Because if you're charging $274 for this Captain America, it better have a new Help Skull. If they do the super douchey move of like, hey, if you want the new Help Skull, you have to get the strike suit. That is such a dick move. They should not do that at all. Like at all. That is completely unacceptable. It's completely unacceptable. You're selling me a figure for $274 and you have a new Help Skull and you're not going to include it. You're going to force my hand behind my back so I can buy you another figure? No. Big time no. So hopefully, if I heard that rumor, and as soon as I saw that they had this old, I made my video, and after that, I was thinking about it. I'm like, there's no way. After seeing the price and all that, there's no way they're gonna release this. It's not even accurate. It's not even accurate to how he looks in the movie. It's completely different haircut and super outdated head sculpt. No way. So, and then after that, I heard about the strike suit. I've been Googling left and right, trying to find the damn thing, and I cannot find the new Help Skull with the striker suit leaks images. I haven't seen anything, and I've Googled quite a lot. But, yeah, that would be really cool, and I cannot wait. Hopefully they will do the right thing, and they will update the main Captain America with the new Help Skull, because, yeah. It's completely unacceptable that they have a new Help Skull and they're not releasing it on the main figure, on the one they're going to be charging the most for. So yeah, let's just fingers crossed that's the way they go, man. Hot Toys milking the Iron Man line to death, but we can get a new Help Skull from Steve. Yeah, man, absolutely ridiculous. No way. And I have a huge faith that we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it because it is just like too obvious. It's too obvious that it's a placeholder. Maybe they put it there and they're like, let's see their reaction. Let's see what they say about it. And I don't think anybody's happy with that Help Skull. You know, I'm not in any groups, and I don't get into forums. There's a bunch of haters out there when it comes to Hot Toys, and they want everything. They want every figure to look like the Joker, like the Jack Nicholson Joker, and that's never gonna be the case. But whatever. So I try to avoid those forums. But yeah, I'm sure that nobody's. It just makes sense. It makes sense that nobody's happy with this with this same fucking reuse Help Skull. Come on. I'm getting worked out here for no reason. Hot Toys is gonna make everybody in those suits. You think they're gonna do that? Damn, bro. If they make the whole team, that is going to be a money pit right there. There's no way. Me personally, I'll be getting the whole team. I'll get Steve, like I said. Steve, good enough with the hammer, and I don't think I'm even gonna get him. I don't have the capital to do so. So yeah, he's going to remain on my wish list. Like, I wish I had this figure, but I have many other figures that I need to get before this one. This is a cool suit. This was a very cool moment, but it will be yet another Steve, and I'm working on getting new characters like Wasp, Nebula, Thanos, and all of that. So yeah, if they do all those suits, good luck with the completionists out there. That's gonna be like $2,000 or $3,000 when we start working. Like, Hulk's gonna be really expensive, War Machine's gonna be really expensive, and then yeah, just those two, it's gonna be close to $1,000. So no thank you is a no for me when it comes to time traveling suits. So yeah, do you think they will do Fight Thor? They would absolutely do Fight Thor. Don't even lose sleep about it. We are getting Fight Thor, and we're gonna be getting him sooner or later. He's already on every TV ad possible. By the way, have you guys seen how many TV ads we have like on Instagram and YouTube and everywhere for the movie? It's ridiculous. I've probably seen the movie all over again just watching those. And yeah, he's already the embargo is completely lifted. They're just releasing everything. You see key points of the movie. You see them on the trailers. So he's gonna be releasing. This was a surprise for me. I was not expecting this guy. Well, the Gauntless. I was expecting something else. I was like, okay, they'll go with Rocket next because we already seen him, and then maybe War Machine or something like that, just to keep us on the Iron Man, train wagon. And they did keep us on the Iron Man train wagon, as you can see here with this guy and all the gauntlets. But it was not the train that I was expecting. It was a completely different train. Oh yeah. I was totally not expecting this guy to be released this soon. So yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about the time machine too. No need to be dramatic and cry in the movie. Just go back in time and get them Alimentar. What the hell is Aliment? Oh, alive. Okay. Yeah, bro. Just go back and get him. Like I said, don't we have a Gamora from the past? Didn't we kill Thanos from the past in this present? Come on, let's just go back. Like stretch out in the morning. All right, everybody ready? Let's just go back and get this girl from last week. That's it. Just right there. She's alive. And so that makes no sense for me. But anyways, did Thor die? He didn't die. Not at all. He joined and created the Asgardians of the Galaxy. So you're going to be seeing Thor, hopefully with six-pack, by the next Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So can't wait for that. Any change between him and Star-Lord is going to be awesome. Can't wait for E.G. Hulk. Yeah, bro. Professor. I like doing emojis. That's really, really cool. I like Hulk a lot. I mean, he didn't fight or anything. We didn't see him fight. But his character in this movie was comedic relief. And he was very good. I had a smile. You guys see every time the Hulk is on the screen, he has a smile on his face. I had a smile on my face too. He just brought me joy. Like that scene, like the very first scene with the kids that he's taking the picture. It was so natural. It was so cool. I really, really like. And then when they're trying to get Scott to go back, and he comes back as a baby or an old man and all that, and he's like, they make him a meme now. I don't remember what he says, but it's like, yeah, it's all working out. It's all perfect, and something along those lines. He was just so jolly. He had this, big giant, this humble big giant fellow that it was so fucking cool. I really like him. I really like him a lot. He was really, really cool and really funny. All of his scenes. Sadly, we didn't get to see him in action. Like at the end of the movie, that's another thing. Like for example, Hulk has one of the best healing factors on the Marvel comics, and he does a snap and he damages his arm, right? So he just didn't heal. He run into battle. Maybe that's why you don't see him fight that much, because he has his arm is damaged. But then days after, I'm assuming it's days after, it's not the very next day, he still has his arm is damaged, his arm sling. And I don't know if obviously they're trying to represent what happened to him, but he would have healed so quickly. He would have healed. You see how Wolverine heals, or Deadpool, they just heal like instantly. Hulk does the same, and even better. Like he barely sustained any damage. And I know that these are really, really powerful things. These the stones, right? But damage is damage, and it would, if he it will eventually heal, he would have healed by really really quickly. But anyways, it's storytelling, and it's a comic book movie. Let's not get crazy about that. But yeah, I love him in the movie. He was really, really funny. And I also like the scene when he goes to see Thor and Thor is completely drunk and he's just touching him. And he just very, very calm. He's like, please remove your hands from my chest. And I was like, whoa, something is gonna go down here. Because he was very calm, and I like that scene. There was he showed how much power he had. Like, he was talking to Thor, one of the biggest, most strongest um, guys on this universe, and he was not afraid like at all. He's just like, please remove your hand off me. Really, really cool scene. I liked it. It seems there was a leak today of the rescue suit pic alongside of the Mark 85. Yeah, I heard about that. The Justin's group apparently has that. I have to totally check that out. You prefer Fat Thor with Mjolnir and Stormbreaker, or Infinity War's Thor with six pack and Stormbreaker? Wow. Okay, I have to say I really really like Infinity War Thor. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to get him. That he was they are reissuing him, so there's still time to get him. And but I have to say that his outfit is really really boring. It's boring because it's very plain. There's not much going on. It's completely black, which you guys know I'm completely I'm against. I like color. I've been fixing that with backgrounds on my details, so they figures can be black, and the backgrounds can have the color, so everything works out. But at the same time, the figure's black. The cape is black on the inside, so it makes it even black, even more black. Which is, you can only see the red of the cape on the outside of the cape, on the back of the cape. So you're only gonna be see the red, which is just stand out big time, right? But you're only gonna see the red on his shoulders, and if the cape is just like folding in a way that you can see the back of the cape, that is the only time you're gonna see red. So I really like the short hair on the help scope. Really, really cool. I also like the magnetic eye patch. I would, if I got that, if I get that figure, I'm gonna be displaying him with a patch for a big time, for a long, long time. I really like that look. Especially since I have the Age of Ultron, I want to make a difference between the two. So that would be one way to do it. And obviously, Stormbreaker is badass. So yeah. Now, when it comes to Fat Thor, if you don't mind the fact that he's fat, I think he's gonna be a more interesting figure. When it comes to the outfit, it's gonna be more intricate. It's gonna be gray and silver, and it's gonna be a little bit more complicated. It's gonna be a little bit more intricate. That's gonna be a little bit, even though it's gonna be muted colors, it's not gonna be completely black. It's gonna be more. There's going to be a contrast in the colors, so yeah, it is a very very difficult choice. If you don't mind the fact that he's going to be fat, if you want to complete the Endgame line, I'm going to be honest with you. As soon as I saw he was fat in the movie, I made my mind, and I'm going to be getting the Infinity War, even though I think he has a more boring outfit, because what I just said, completely black and all that. But I'm just not into the fat look. I'm not, and it's not the fact that he's fat. Also, we're going back to the long hair, which I already have the Age of Ultron, and I know that long hair, molded long hair, is a pain in the butt to pose. Like every time you make him look to one side or the other, just this floating hair, it's just a nightmare to pose. So this guy is gonna have a very very long beard, very very long hair. It's gonna be another nightmare to pose. So I'm trying to avoid that. I cannot wait to see the figure. It's gonna look awesome. It's gonna look really 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 good. As a matter of fact, I might not even get the Infinity War, since I have so many other figures that I want to get. that my money might not reach all the way to get neither of those. But if I had to go with one, I will go for the Infinity War. He was a better Thor in my opinion. Like when he's just running, he's like, "Bring me Thanos," and when he's just holding, the inevitably when he's holding the gates for the, and he takes the full blast of the star on his back. He was just a more badass Thor in my opinion. This one was just another comedic relief. He was just sad and depressed, and he was just drinking and all that. So I didn't connect with this Thor that much. I like the other one better, but I think again this is gonna be a better, more intricate look for him, and the other one is just completely plain Thor, more boring. But I will go for that one myself. Okay, maybe Iron Man Mark 85 missing accessory coming soon is the Iron Man Infinity Gauntlet. Absolutely, it is. It absolutely is. One of them is going to be that one, but it says it has multiple ones, which is the other one or the other ones. I'll say another one could be the shield, like the transparent shield. I've seen the movie only once, so I don't remember him using. I think he used one of the similar, missiles. Like the clam. He used the clam on this movie. I think somewhere at some point I might have seen that, or another of the weapons that he uses on Infinity War. But if you guys remember any point, if you've seen it more than once, or if you remember a particular scene that he's using one of those, because that might be another thing that be coming our way. But I think it's going to be like you say, the gauntlet, and the other. It could be that transparent shield, which I think is gonna be look cool. It's gonna look really cool. By the way, on that scene, well, the suit is forming around him, but it does the same. It just forms around him, and the faceplate is up, and then it closes it. So yeah, we should have a head with the 20 face inside and a magnetic faceplate, so we can recreate that scene. And we don't have that, do we? Okay, do you have a budget for a figure before purchase, or just pre-order it and think about the payment when it releases? I do not. When it comes to my budget, it works. Have you seen a monkey with an AK-47? That is me handling my budget, and I'm just shooting in every direction. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. I just I want to see a figure. It depends on the situation that I'm in right now. I will get said figure or not, but I don't think too much about budgets or stuff like that. I just try to get the figures that I really really want, and I'll make the sacrifices that I have to make to get them. I will do extra hours of work. I will do whatever it takes. I would not eat out. I would not, I will do just sacrifices here and there so I can, save money to get them. Save money to get them. But I buy all my figures on a credit card, so they're just it's just a matter of fact of paying that credit card, and that's it. Just pay the credit card in the best way possible. Bring those payments down as much as possible, so I can do other stuff and get more figures. I wish I had a budget or something planned, but yeah, obviously I cannot go all out. I know a little bit what I'm doing, and I know I cannot get every single figure out there, so I'm trying to keep it on the down low when it comes to that. So yeah. By the way, man, you're gonna preview War Machine Punisher soon. I would like to hear your views. I will be working on that probably by tomorrow. So by tomorrow, at the end of the day, or something like that, you guys are gonna be getting that video. So yeah, I already work on it. I already know more or less what I'm gonna say. So yeah, you're gonna be getting that video by the end of the day tomorrow. I can't wait to get the rescue armor and the Mark 85 together. Yeah, bro, that scene. If you can recreate that scene on your collection, that's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be super cool. You know what I was thinking? That you could get one of these rotating platforms, and then you can get them like back to back, with their stance and all that, and then you can turn it on and they will start spinning just like they did in the movie, and then you will see one, and then you will see the back of the other and it starts turning, and then you will see them again. I think that would be a really sweet display. That would be a centerpiece on our collection if you could get this rotating stand, and you can have them both just like really really cool poses, like just beaming everybody. That's gonna be super sweet setup. I've been thinking about that a lot. We'll see. Really really cool. Do you prefer Infinity War Thanos or Endgame Thanos? Both were still badass. Yeah, I have to say, after watching Endgame, it was more apparent to me. Like, I previewed the figure before watching the movie, right? And I was blown away by the armor and the weathering on the armor. And that figure looks just incredible, really, really cool. But after seeing the movie, I have to agree with everybody that says that this is the defeated Thanos, and then the other one is the victorious Thanos. So the one from Infinity War is the victorious one. It's the biggest one. It's just like, I absolutely love this Thanos, the character, the writing for this character is just, I love it. I quote him on daily basis, like, the hardest choices requires the strongest wills. And do you know me? Yes, I do. You're not the only one cursed with knowledge. It's so badass. This guy is so badass and has so many quotes. I really, really like him. Amazing, amazing character design. Really, really cool, this guy. But when it comes to the figure itself, I like the Endgame Thanos. I like the other Thanos in the movie. I like Infinity War better than I like Endgame. But this Thanos, with just the figure itself, when you put one figure next to the other, you can tell the difference. You can tell how much work there is into the newer figure, into the Endgame Thanos. So much work into that figure, and yeah, I will have to go with that one. Also, like, if you're trying to recreate a battle with Thanos, I mean, you could do it with the other one as well, but I think this is gonna look more badass if you can just have him in the middle and just surround him by every possible figure that you can think of. Just everybody trying to attack him, and him and his armor with his dual blade. I think it's just gonna look super badass, and I have that in my mind. What I was doing with the Hulk, I have that in my mind, but bigger. Like, I'm dreaming, right? So I can do just in my mind. I can go anywhere. So if I could have like a really really big shelf like the one that Justin's have, I would have him in the middle and just fighting everybody coming from every possible angle, every direction, just trying to get him on that armor. It's gonna look super super good. And the problem with Hot Toys is he they when it comes to a figure, for example, I have the Age of Ultron figure. The only thing that figure has is shorts. That's it. He doesn't have anything else. Everything else is just his body, right? So the same with the Shatari. I also have the Shatari. Hot Toys, they're amazing when it comes to clothing. They do this tailoring, this stitches on the Hot Toys clothing is just amazing. Cap, Age of Ultron cap is amazing. When it comes to the upper part of the pants, I don't really like the pants that much, but with the upper part, you can see just the layers. Same with Doctor Strange, just layer after layer of this minute stitching, and really really amazing work they do. Same with Hawkeye from Civil War, really really cool. They look like human beings, also with the faces and all that. But when it comes to people that have no clothing, like Hulk, they look toyish. It's just plastic or rubber, and they don't look as good as people that they have completely covered. Like, and you start seeing joints and all that. But when somebody have like long sleeve shirts, and you cannot see no seams. Like, for example, like the ones on the neck, I know they're doing that for a better articulation, but I much prefer the ones that the head and the neck are together, because it's more realistic. It's more realistic that way. It's seamless. It hurts the articulation, which I don't like, but it helps when it comes to realism. And when figures have like long sleeve, that you cannot see the joints on the elbows or the joints on the wrist. Same with pants. If you have long pants and all that, awesome. Those are the best looking Hot Toys you will ever get. So I think that this Thanos with the armor has a lot more covered, so it's gonna look a lot more real, and it's not gonna look. It's gonna be more covering all the rubbery body that the other one has. Just this Hulk type body that the other Infinity War Thanos has. But I absolutely love that Infinity War Thanos. He was a philosopher in that movie, just for that alone. And the fact that he won, it'll be really, really cool to have him. But I have to pick one of the two. I cannot have both, and I would prefer more the armor version, because I think, in my opinion, it's gonna look better. Who's your favorite Avenger? I have no idea. I don't have the slightest idea. I would say Iron Man, but that is just too easy. It was just way too easy. I don't know. I really don't know. Who's my favorite Avengers? Like, in the movies, in the cartoon, in the comic books? My favorite figure? I really have no idea. Since I was a kid, I always liked cyborgs and androids and all of that. And Iron Man is very, very similar to that in a way. Obviously, he's none of those, but all these mechanical things are completely up my alley. But he's just so mainstream now that I don't wanna. I don't want to join the bandwagon. Everybody, oh, Iron Man, Iron Man. I think he's amazing. He's amazing in every possible way. His technology. Robert Downey Jr. is an amazing actor. It's just like it's difficult. It's difficult not to pick Iron Man. He's just so. He's so relatable on many bases. He think himself he's like strong, but is vulnerable on other aspects. We have seen the character develop throughout all these movies. It has been really, really cool. So if I have to pick one, I will say Iron Man. Really, really amazing. Amazing. In every possible way. Inside the suit and out. And Robert Downey Jr. has brought that character to life. So yeah, but I cannot say for sure. But yeah, it would have to be him. I cannot think about anybody else. I really like Steve Rogers as well. I like his, especially in the comics, his convictions, his morale. It's just he's not. You know that phrase, like, I can do this all day. That phrase. It's Captain America. It's everything. He's the embodiment of the righteousness and everything, that how it must be done, no matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. In Endgame, you see him strapping his the half of the shield. He was gonna keep fighting. Obviously, he's just, even though everything is lost at that point, Thanos was already bringing every possible ship and troop that he had at his disposal, And he was there. Iron Man was on the ground. Thor was on the ground, and he was the only one standing up. The same with Infinity War. That's why he was able to hold Thanos' arm, because his conviction, his would not let him. Like, it's when you're doing something extraordinary that you should pass out by this the tremendous effort that you're doing, but you don't, because you keep yourself, like when boxers, they receive a fatal blow and they're completely knocked out, but they're still standing out of pure will. That is Captain America, and really, really cool. I like his character a lot as well. But all of the I like Hawkeye, so imagine that. I like Black Widow. I like everybody. I think everybody has a place, and everybody can has a lot to offer when it comes to this. And I think the beauty of these comic books, when everybody comes together, um, is that everybody has something different they can add. Even Hawkeye can do so much for the team. Um, but yeah, for sure, Iron Man. When I was a kid, it was Spider Man. I really liked Spider Man when I was a kid, but now that I'm older, I like Iron Man. I didn't get Armor Thanos because I'm scared it has limited articulation. Oh, it will for sure have limited articulation. But just having this guy standing still, holding that blade, and lifting one arm and looking to the side or something like that, he's just gonna look badass. He's just gonna look badass no matter what. Um, yeah, that figure is gonna be imposing. It's gonna be a really tall figure, very bulky figure, with all this the weathering on the armor is what got me. If Hot Toys were have done just a plain armor, like a brand new armor, I would not even look at that figure. I would be getting the Infinity War, definitely. But the weathering on the armor is what it got me. It just looks extremely badass. It looks so cool. I've set goal for myself and try to get everyone from that battle. I know I'll be broke as hell, but to recreate the Avengers assembled scene with every hot toy would be legendary. It would totally be. Everybody that I ask, hey, what's your favorite scene in the movie? Everybody's like, Cap lifting Mjolnir, Cap lifting Mjolnir. Wrong. Then it was a really, really cool scene. But to me, when everybody started coming out of the portals, that was my favorite scene of the entire movie. That scene that you see Black Panther coming out of the portal, and then you see just Sam just flies out, and then you see portal after portal, portal after portal, every opening, and you start seeing every. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. And you start, you see Doctor Strange, you see Peter Quill, and you see Spider-Man coming out of that portal, and then that's it. That was my moment right there. I was like, damn. And the music going on the background, dun 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 dun. It was fucking amazing, bro. Amazing. I cannot wait to see that movie again. Just to watch that final battle scene. I missed so much on that battle scene. I really want to see it again. So yeah, having all those figures together, it's gonna be really, really awesome. I'm definitely getting the life size Nano Gauntlet, and if they do all quantum suits, oh damn! But Tony is a good story. Damn, bro, getting all the quantum suits is gonna be a lot of money. Do you really want to have all the? You know what's my fear when it comes to that? My fear is that Hot Toys, if you start collecting those, it's gonna leave you hanging. It's gonna leave. Yeah, I fear for that. I don't fear for myself because I will not be getting them because obviously I cannot. I don't have the money to. It would be really cool, but I have many other figures that top priority for me to start collecting these suits. But obviously everybody on this chat want every single Hot Toys. But yeah, that is my fear. It's like, for example, excuse me, on Justice League. If you're collecting the Justice League and they leave you hanging with Cyborg and they never do Cyborg, that is effed up, bro. That is not cool at all. I really hate that. They did the same with the Guardians of the Galaxy, with Drax. I understand that this it was not up to them. It was because contracts and all of that. But at the same time, having 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 6 on a team, that is not cool. Not cool at all. And Cyber is it's gonna be a really really difficult figure to sell for them. They have to engineer Cyber. Cyber is really complex, and he's not going to sell well because the movie didn't do well, and that's about it. There's nothing else. The movie didn't do well, so people are not gonna be enticed to buy Cyborg. So it's not cost effective for them to put him out. I'll be surprised if we ever get Cyborg, and that's really unfortunate. And that is what I fear about these suits. Like if you start collecting them, you will never get Rocket, or you will never get Hulk in this suit, something like that. So the team's gonna be always missing. I mean, you don't have to have all the team. I think it would be really cool if you have 3 or 4. Like just with this one, we already have half of the team. It would be really cool. All you have to do is get spare heads from all the figures that you already have, and then you can build your miniature team. It doesn't have to be everybody. But if you're that into this team, building this team, recreating this thing, I'm afraid that Hot Toys could potentially leave you hanging with the more complex figures like Rocket or Hulk. Or if we at the women, if we get one of the two, we already have both, because obviously all you have to do is just get Nebula's head, put it on the Black Widow's body, and you'll be good to go. Since now we have a Nebula and we have like a million Black Widows, either one they released, it'll work. They should actually do it. Like they should sell same resculpted. I mean, redone the same sculpt. You don't even have to change anything about it. And same for Black Widow. That would be a really cool pack. Let's just have one woman with the 2 heads, and then that's it. If you want both, you can have both. Like you buy 2 of the same figure and you can have both, or if you want either one, you can switch between the 2. Just swap the heads. That would be really really cool 2-pack for them to do, because for example, selling a Nebula with this outfit is not gonna sell. That is the problem. If you sell Nebula on this outfit, it's not going to sell. How many people are there looking forward to get Nebula on this outfit? No one. It's just a few hands. Just the people that want to complete the team. Nobody's really looking forward to get Nebula on this outfit. It's just if you're looking to complete the team, you have to. It's not like you want to. It's like you have to get Nebula. So, but it would be really cool if you can. I think you can drag the people into buying your figure this way. You release Black Widow, and then you can include Nebula on the box, her head, and then they will buy 2 figures so they can recreate. They can have 2 female figures on the team. That would be really really cool. So I think they can get away with that, or you can get Nebula's head on the third party, like on eBay or something like that. That would be also neat. So yeah, what is your Hot Toys pre-order up until now? I pre-ordered the Iron Spider last year, and I had to cancel it when I moved and all that, and when I was away from doing this and all and collecting and all that. And I really like that figure, so I pre-ordered him again. And he's the only one that I have up for pre-order right now. I don't have anybody else. I have a lot in my mind, and I have a lot. I have a lot I want to get, but solid coming my way. He's the only one I have up for pre-order right now. So yeah, I want Pot's armor. So do I, my friend. So do I. And for what I hear, she's gonna be coming our way sooner than later. The Nano Gauntlet is awesome. Which of the three? The one by one, I assume that you were talking about. My favorite scene was seeing Hydra again. Sitwell, Rumloff, and Patrice kind of saying Hail Hydra. Oh, the elevator scene? That was really cool as well. I thought it was going to go down again. I'm like, are we doing this again? I was waiting every moment for Cap to say, does anybody want to get out of this elevator before we do this? But no, he didn't punch his way out. He was just like, Hail Hydra. And he walked out. I was like, wow. I was hoping to see something else, but they got the easy way out. That shows how smart Captain America has gotten over the years. You know, like he got Bucky the same way. He's like, hey, I mean, he got himself the same way. Talking about Bucky, he's like, Bucky's alive, so he gained the advantage on himself, on his past self, and then over here is like, hey, and then he got the advantage. Really cool, really neat. Not every scene has to be an action scene, which just had come from. Or we were about to enter the fight scene with himself, right? It was before that, so yeah. I have pre-ordered the entire Endgame line. Damn, bro, you're certainly balling, man. That is so cool. That is really, really cool. When you mean the entire Endgame line, have you pre-ordered this guy? Are you planning to? It's not up for pre-order yet. I don't know what the hell is Hot Toys or Sideshow doing. I cannot wait to see how much this guy's gonna go for. How much do you think this guy is gonna go for? I will say 235. 235. What do you guys think? I'm still waiting on Fat Thor and Rocket. Yeah, man, they have to announce those. Which MCU phase is your favorite? Mine is Phase 3. Yeah, bro. Obviously, MCU has gotten better and better over time. So yeah, Phase 3 is the best one. Most definitely. I'm not getting Professor Hulk. Just wasn't a fan with that. They did. I'll be keeping my Avengers #1 Hulk. Yeah, man. Professor Hulk is another character on its own. It's not Hulk. It's not. It's just another character. And it looks like Hulk and it looks like Banner at the same time. So yeah, I will not get. I have an Age of Ultron Hulk and I love it, and I will not get rid of him because he is a much more accurate representation and general representation of Hulk. The G1, like the Avengers one, Hulk is really cool because he has the rib pants, which is completely his traditional look. But I like the green, the olive green on the Age of Ultron. I really like that. And the Avengers shorts that he has, those are cool as well. They don't bother me that much. So yeah. Tony, Cap, Hawkeye, Ant-Man would be on my top quantum suits. They are around the same build, and I can use the help scope for the Endgame line. My running would be display mask. Oh man, absolutely. You already have all of those. But you will need to get 4 of this figure. You will need to get 4 of these in order for you to do that little team right there. Damn. Tony 265. You think he's gonna go for 265? That is way too much. That is way too much. Life size Nano Gauntlet for $780. Damn. Is this what it's going for, or this are your speculation on your end? I want to see Cam return the soul time to Red Skull. Maybe he didn't return it to Red Skull. Maybe Red Skull was not even there when he came back. Because Red Skull is free after they return. After they leave with the stone, he's free to go, so he could go. Is your guess for the price? Okay. So yeah, we will have to see at what precise time he came back. That would have been an interesting interchange. But I don't think that Red Skull could do anything to Cap at that point, and Cap will be really furious to see him. But at the same time, he's very very mature character right now, and he would understand that there is no point. He's already punished. He's already defeated, and there is no point in doing anything to him. Might not be able to do anything to him. He's like a specter. He might try to punch him, and his punch will go just right through. So he would not even try to do that. So yeah. Now I'm gonna get the Quantum suits because they weren't in the movie for that long. It would be that displaced though. Yeah, man. It's just too many figures. If we were in a time, for example, when you have movies like Endman, two figures for that movie. That's it. It's an easy movie and probably a pass for many of you. We got Captain Marvel, a single figure out of the movie. We are gonna be getting Jude Law character for what I've seen, but he's not been announced yet. But even though if they announce him, it's gonna be an easy pass for a lot of people. So, excuse me, guys. If you get from one movie, boom, one figure. That's it. You're done. You have the entire line, and whatever you don't like. From the rest, let's say they released Jude Law's character, you don't like it, you could just pass on him, and then that's it. You will move to the next figure. But we are in a point right now. We have gotten two huge movies back to back, and the amount of characters in this movie, in these two movies, has been staggering. And that is why we are overflow with figures that we want and that we, air quotes, need, and that's where we are right now. That's where we are right now. We are this just two huge movies, one year after the other. Hot Toys has not even released some of the figures for the previous movies, and we are getting more and more figures. We're getting more bombarded with just Marvel. We are talking only about Marvel. If you collect DC, if you collect Star Wars, and anything out of that realm, like Alita Battle Angel, I don't know, man. Go do a heist on a bank or something, or hopefully you have a really good job that you can afford all this. But yeah, on Marvel alone, we are being overflown. That's why I cannot wait for next year. So next year we're gonna be getting all of these figures that we are pre-ordering right now, right? They're gonna come to the light next year. So by 2021, it's gonna be a really slow, this calm sea of that. There's nothing to get, and by that time. This is how far ahead I'm looking right now. 2021. On 2021, you're going to be like, I have all this money in my pocket. Let me burn it. What can I buy? Let me burn the money I have in my pocket right now. Oh, you know what? You remember the team suits for the time traveling? I'm going to get them. I'm going to start getting those suits because I have nothing else. I have nothing on my plate. There was no Marvel movies last year. I mean, there was one, but it was... I know the Black Widow, and I have like 5 of those already, and Hawkeye, and I don't really like Hawkeye, so yeah, I'm gonna start getting the suits. That's the way you can go back to this, because right now we have so much in our plate that we don't even know. It's like going on a buffet. You go to a buffet and you don't even know what to put on your plate. It's just overwhelming, the amount of food, and this is right here, the amount of options that we have right now. It's just too much, and we want everything. And these suits, they're not that important. These suits is for completionists. If you're a completionist, you want to get them, obviously. But if you're walking on a tightrope, as I am, you have to pass on them. You have to pass on them and move forward to other figures that might rank higher on your list. So yeah. What is your prediction on your next release? Well, my prediction was Rocket. They already showed him. I thought we were gonna be getting Rocket this weekend, and yet we got this guy with with the gauntlets. But if you guys say that Pepper Potts has already been leaked, I think it's gonna be her. She's gonna be the next one to be up for pre-order. That would be really cool. But I think they should intercalate, the like stack, the Iron Man figures. They should do an Iron Man figure and a non-Iron Man figure, and another Iron Man figure and a non-Iron Man. You guys know what I mean? Just to keep everybody, Iron Man is their biggest selling, guy or whatever. So they should do the Mark 85, and then they should do Cap, and then they should do this guy right here, the Tony Stark suit, and then they should do Rocket. Let's just say, and then the next figure should be Pepper Potts. And then the next figure should be Professor Hulk. And then the next figure should be War Machine. And then the next figure is going to be Black Widow or whatever. I think they should do that. They should not go straight all Iron Man out. And then they're going to be releasing a bunch of other figures that, they have to keep people coming back to them. And what brings people back to them is Iron Man. So that is, in my opinion, that's how I would do it. And I think that's what they're doing. To a certain extent, they are just staggering. Iron Man release a weekend, just this weekend, and then the next one no, and then the other one yes. Like bi-weekly. They're giving us Iron Man bi-weekly. That's what they're doing. I think that is the smartest way to go. So maybe Paper Potts is not the next one. Maybe somebody else is. The other one could be the Iron Patriot, but he falls in the same category, so he shouldn't be. So I don't know, Rocket, or an even bigger surprise than this was is Thor. I think we're getting Thor next. So yeah, let's see how that works. But yeah, Rocket is already out. Come on, give us Rocket already. I mean, it's not like I'm looking forward to it, but I want to see it. I really want to see it. I already have 2 Rockets. And I don't need another one, and I don't want this one I don't want to like this one because I'll get it again, since he is often cheaper than everybody else because he's so small. The time traveling is a little bit confusing. It was super confusing when I walked out of the theater, but I have finally got it. I have finally understood time travel in this movie. If you want to understand how the time traveling works, is very simple. You have to listen to the Ancient One, what the Ancient One said, and what the Hulk said. Everything you change on the past will not change your future. Thanos will always gather the gems, will always snap everybody. That would always happen. There's no way you can fix that. So what you do is you create alternative timelines. So when Loki stole the Tesseract, he created an alternative timeline. When Steve went back, he created an alternative timeline in which he lived with Peggy. So I don't want to get into that, but yeah, it's really, really simple. Everything that happened. Every movie you've seen so far, that happened up until Endgame. When you get to Endgame, they will go back in time, get the gems, fix the present, and they go back again to the exact same spot, return the gems to where they were, go back to the present, and then that's it. That will be the story. If you play all the movies again on the same order, they will always play the same way. Thanos will always come, will do the snap, kill everybody, and then on the next movie, 5 years later, they will bring everybody back to life. That is how it works. That is straight timeline. That is how all is gonna work. And Steve got a parallel timeline to this one, alive with Peggy, and then somehow, some way, we don't know. There's an excuse for everything. There's technology to do anything you want. He jumped from that parallel timeline to the one to the main one, so he could give the shield to Falcon. But yeah, it's not as I was super like I couldn't because I was stuck in the and the time travel that we always know, right? Like if you change something in the past, then it changes the future completely, like the butterfly effect. But that's not how it works in this movie, and that's why you have to pay attention, which I didn't. And if you see Nebula, there we go with Gamora again. Nebula kills her past self, and she didn't die in the future. So yeah, it doesn't matter what you do in the past; it's not gonna alter the future. That's how I have to see it. So yeah, man, we're in the end game now. They're making the whole teams in those suits. You watch. Um, totally, man. Totally. They have all the time in the world to do so. Since we're not gonna be getting Marvel movies next year, so yeah, they can totally do it. They can totally do it. And this movie is the highest grossing movie, the second highest grossing movie of all time so far. Potentially, it will be the highest grossing movie ever. So yeah, they they will milk, especially when there's nothing else in the horizon. There's not. It's in the horizon very 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 far. So they're gonna milk the shit. They're already doing it. The fact that they're doing the suits tells you. Excuse me. They're already milking the shit out of this movie. So yeah, if anything, I love to have the New York team with the quantum suits. Yeah, well, the New York team was Hulk, so good luck with that one. That is one of the ones that I'm afraid that they might not do. It would be really cool if they do like one Hulk and then you can swap out the outfits. It would be really really neat if they do that. But I'm afraid that this outfit is not very swappable. Like for example, the outfit that he had at the end of the movie, that uni whatever thing that he was wearing, it is just like a one piece suit. He can come with that one, and then on top of that one you can give him a sweater and you can give him pants. That'll be super easy to do. You just strap on the hoodie on top of the body. It will completely cover the other one underneath, and then the pants will do the same, and that's it. Simple as that. Two looks, one figure. Boom, there you go. But this suit right here, there's no in and out of this suit. It has to be tailored to that figure. So this suit would not be a third look. So they will have to make yet another figure for this look right here, and that's what I'm afraid that Hot Toys might not do. Yeah, since he's so big, he's gonna be expensive. People have a lot on their plate right now, and they're not gonna be getting alternative looks for Hulk, because this is for very specific people like yourself, people who wants to collect the team. Not many people have the money, the space, and everything that required just to get non-traditional looking figures, just to get specific figure like this ones are. All this team is very very specific. They look amazing, they look cool, and together they will look just really really cool. But not many people's gonna go for that, because everybody else here is in the budget just for a few, except for Noble John, who's balling and he buys two of every figure. So yeah, Hulk's gonna be difficult to get on that suit. Hopefully they'll do it for those of you who wants to get it. I'm not a fan of DC, but I feel bad for the people who are, because Hot Toys are doing them dirty. It's not that Hot Toys are doing them dirty. I think the Hot Toys is doing a lot more than the movies. Like, the movies are not doing well, so Hot Toys is taking a risk when it comes to putting out these figures. That's why we might never see Cyborg, because he's a huge risk. There's not many people that like Justice League. So why are you gonna invest so much money and sculpting this complicated, intricate figure when you're not gonna sell it? It sucks that you cannot complete your Justice League line. It sucks that you're not gonna be getting Cyber. But Hot Toys is a business, and they have to prioritize whatever is giving them money, and it really sucks. It really sucks that I like to see. I want to see the movies. I watched Aquaman yesterday, and I was really hoping that it would be a lot better. I mean, it was not bad. It was up there, better than many. It was better than many Marvel movies, and it was, when it comes to DC, it's one of the best ones. I still like Man of Steel, but I'm pretty alone on that boat. Me liking Man of Steel. Apparently nobody else did, but I really enjoy Man of Steel. It's one of my favorite DC movies when it comes to this universe. Now we're not talking about Nolan here. So yeah, but I think they're doing a lot when it comes to. I would love to see Black Manta. Black Manta should have get done. Black Manta suit was really really cool, and Ocean Master by the end of the movie really really cool as well. But when movies don't make that much money, that's what happens. For example, when Black Panther released, they had Black Panther, and surprisingly, they had Killmonger for pre-order. I was like, wow, we getting Killmonger? That is awesome. Apparently, they're using the same body, the same technique. They didn't have to do much, and they give us a Killmonger. Awesome. They even went to the extent to include Michael B. Jordan's likeness into the figure. Absolutely amazing. Now, when they realized how much money this movie had made, they were like, whoa, we can do so much more with this. And they released Tashaka, they released Shuri, we have a throne coming our way. And, they if they didn't have Infinity War and Endgame to work on, we have gotten so many other figures out of that movie as well. Same, but when it comes, for example, when it comes to Ant-Man and the Wasp, I was really looking forward to get a Ghost, but that movie didn't do well, so Ghost never got done, and it will most likely will never be done, because we have these two big movies. They're throwing shadow on these smaller movies that, and that therefore these figures that we might potentially want will never get done, because they're gonna make yet another Captain America. They're gonna make yet another Iron Man, and that's the way it goes. Because if they make yet like another Iron Man, but millions of people buy that yet another Iron Man. But if you put out Ghost, nobody's gonna fucking buy Ghost. Nobody. Just two idiots, myself and someone else. That's it. Just two fucking idiots buying Ghost, and then that's it. But if you put out yet another Iron Man, you put out a neon tech Iron Man. It's just an Iron Man is not even in the fucking movie, and people will buy it. People will buy it. But if you put out a brand new character, you put all this effort to it, and then nobody buys it, and that's how it works. So that's what's happening with DC right now. Their movies are not making money, therefore we are not getting some of the figures. I think we're getting much more than a lot. We're getting so many figures from DC, much more than that we should be getting for the amount of money those movies are making. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, guys, the lady of the house just arrived and is commanding me to immediately turn off this live stream. So thank you everybody so much for joining me on this live stream. We're gonna be doing another one pretty soon. Hopefully that we will get this figures up for pre-order by tomorrow, and I'm gonna get all the questions on answer here when this video uploads. I'm gonna go get all the all the questions that left pending here, I'm gonna put them in the comments and I'm gonna answer them. So if you want to go back to that video and see what I have to say about any of the questions that you had, I did the same on the previous video. So if you were on the previous live stream, if you want to go back to that video, I already answered your questions that were left pending from that video. So you're gonna see your comment, that I comment your comment and then I reply to your comment. So if you want to see what I have to say about that, you can go there and find your answer. So once again, thank you for joining on the live stream. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good night, everybody. Take it easy. And remember, don't be a stranger on the channel. Collect smart.